So, with that underway and out of the way, titles and all, it's welcome back to Shinecast. I'm Martin Shine. You know that because it says it's somewhere over there. And somewhere over in Japan, if we can get over to him rather speedily this time, it's our friend Jimmy Heaven. Jimmy,
Hey.
hello.
Hey.
It's working.
So, where are we being broadcast now?
On the internet.
Yeah, I knew that. But where on the internet? Now, which corners of the internet?
You know, you feed me the lines. We are on Twitter, Twitch TV, and we're on Facebook. And somewhere along the way, we'll be on YouTube later on when we post it up there at the moment. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Okay, I see the Facebook. Let me see Twitter here.
Right.
Twitter. Am I signed in here? Where do I look for me? Where do I look for us?
Well, Jimmy, welcome to Shinecast. There's a little clue there. And thank you for joining us all the way from Japan today. It is the 3rd day of December 2021. It's a Friday. Woohoo for a lot of people, particularly those that work Monday to Friday and their weekends are their own. So wherever you are on the planet, some of you already are well into the weekend. I guess if you're in Australia, maybe you can tell us where you are. Let us know. Don't forget to comment, like, share as well. Please do. What's going on there, Jimmy, with your technology?
Is Shinecast? It's yellow with a black shine and a white cast.
What are you trying to do there?
I'm trying to find Shinecast so I can follow it.
On which platform?
Twitter. Oh, this is the Shinecast.
We're definitely there on Twitter. I'm looking at it right now, which I shouldn't be doing really. Oh, it's very good. Look at that. Twitch.tv/Shinecast, or on Twitter. You can just search for Shinecast on Twitter.
I found it.
Good. I'm glad. Otherwise, you would certainly have me worried. But there's plenty of other people out there as well.
Okay, so another one.
There.
Wait, you said you're on Twitch?
Yeah.
On Twitch, so...
You are too. Isn't it good, all this technology? Go on, check it out, twitch.tv/Shinecast. Yeah. If you want to join us, by the way, people, please do share, like, and follow, as I was saying. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And, of course, if you do want to join us, then you can just head over to the link that's on your screens right now. Yeah, if you head over there, we will possibly let you join if you behave yourselves. Okay, that's shinecast.live/join. And has Jimmy found us now on all platforms? Are you happy now?
Yeah,
I don't think he believes we're live.
I don't know if I'm following you. Oh, I wasn't following you? That's crazy.
Oh, that's going to change our conversation for this one. If you hadn't have been following and we'd have proceeded, what would have happened?
Here, I'm going to say hello to you.
Hello to me.
Twitch.
Hello to me. Hello to you. Hello to everyone. It's been a crazy week as always. And as the time goes on, it gets even more chaotic, certainly with the health situation around the planet and the COVID-19 as it manifests and sort of mutates into various, what is it now? Omicron. That's the latest.
Usually doesn't these kind of viruses get weaker and weaker as it goes along?
Mm-hmm. Hey, we've got a comment. Thank you very much for that one from someone by the name of, would you believe it? Never. Jimmy Heaven says hello. Are you sure you found us now? It's pretty sad when you've got to comment and say hello to yourself in a broadcast, Jimmy. I mean, I can't.
I'm just trying to, be connected with myself. I want to. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done yet because.
Why didn't you do that?
Are we on YouTube?
No, we're going to upload to YouTube after this particular live broadcast.
Why not? Why aren't we on YouTube?
Because we were limited as to where we could go live. Today.
Oh, okay. So we're on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook right at the moment. Okay.
Correct.
Good. Now I got it.
And we're also not on other platforms such as TikTok. We're not on there. I'm not even going to mention it. The one that we were broadcasting on previously, and we were giving them a chance. And I'm going to put it like that because they've had too many chances. They have no clue what they're doing at HAPS.
Yeah, but originally it was kind of in the right direction, but yeah, they turned it into crap. I don't know why they did that.
Right, it's craps, not haps. I totally said that for many months. Listen, forget it. I'm not even talking about them. They're just a platform. And when I say just, they shouldn't be spoken about. We don't need to be talking about the platforms we're on now. When was the last time you tuned in to CBS, NBC, is it NHK?
Never. Well, NHK I do, but like,
and the person's talking about how the picture's getting to you. Oh well, they got the right cameras and the quality's good and the sound's okay there as well, and the control room they're having a party. No, well, perhaps I'm not going to disagree with you. All I know is that they've misled a lot of people intentionally or otherwise, and they haven't been as transparent as they could have been, should have been, in order to keep people aboard through their technical problems.
That's because true. Maybe if they let problems. Them know. If they let people know what they were going through, you might have stayed.
Right. We all have technical problems. And the ones that we know about, you could keep people up to date. For example, when I say know about, things like when you're going to sort of transfer everything across from one server to another, like some companies do, when you're going to change your domain name from a .tv to a .co, that's a big thing. For example, it didn't go smoothly for them. They totally messed up, in my opinion. If they'd have said, hey, Jimmy, we're just emailing you and everyone else, the other 3 people that are subscribe to our platform, letting you know that we're going to make a few changes over the next 24 hours. Might be a little bit bumpy, shouldn't be, but just in case it is, and maybe you can't sign into your account or you have problems, the first thing you want to know about is that we are making some technical changes. So it may not be what you're doing. You may not have forgotten your password, even though it says you've put in the wrong password. It could be that our systems are failing there. So just give us a little time and certainly report anything to us as well. So we're just letting you know in brackets, because we're letting you know in brackets because we are mindful of your time, and that's a big value and it's invaluable, certainly to them. They didn't let people know that in advance. And that just tells me that they don't care, because there were so many people subsequently trying to log in to the platform. They were using what they thought was the correct username and password, and it wasn't working. Turns out it wasn't the individual's fault. I don't even care because I've made sure that I'm trying to get rid of my profile there, so it doesn't matter anymore. Right. Well, maybe we can leave that one and put it to bed now. Particularly, we could say it's a final brick in the wall. You like to drag things out, so you like to drag things out. So here goes my. I want to show you something here. Okay. Do we need it? Do we need to? Well, you can't really see it here because now it's going to chop it up. But here, I made my Christmas tree last Saturday. Oh right. Yeah, you can see that. I can just about see it here. Yeah, in fact, if you do that, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you can see. Beautiful. You see Jimmy's Christmas tree is up and running for 2021. See the Care Bears there? Yeah. Well, the Japanese. What? I'm looking for the Japanese. There's no Japanese Care Bears. I'm looking for the kitten. I'm looking for the kitten. Maybe is the kitten on top of the tree? Is that what it is? What kitten? You know the old kitty cat. Knocking. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't. There was a name for it. You were explaining. It's when we got the cat that's sitting there. Just it's to do with the new year, isn't it, and all that sort of stuff. When you no. Oh, that is actually that's something completely different. That was for business, and it was something completely different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how to bring that into this conversation right now. And you know what I also did last week, and I made an apple pie. You said you were going to. Do we have any pictures of that at all? Right there. That hey, there you go, Jimmy's apple pie. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. The lattice work on that is pretty awesome. I have to say. Pretty good, right? Yeah. I have to say, I can almost taste it just by looking at that picture. How did it go down? Pretty well. Yeah, it went down. And these beautiful. The thing is, these apples are amazing. I want to show you. They're yellow on the outside. You cut them open, right? You cut them open, and this is what they look like here. Okay, blown away. You're not gonna find these. They're a nice kind of sour. So here, they're pink inside. That looks really unusual. They're very, but as you know, we have pink apples here, but on the outside they're pinkish, but not on the inside like that. So they were they were the right type of sour. They were just the perfect type of sour. So that it kind of makes them look a bit more, well, just just unusual. It doesn't look like an apple, that's for sure. You know, it looks something more exotic from the inside of those apples. I mean, what are they called again?
The apples. Okay, I don't think you'll be able to follow, but Nakano no Hirameki. No, Kirameki. Sorry, not that would matter to you.
Which one? Yeah. Sorry. So, do you want to just...
Nakano no Kirameki.
Nakano no Kirameki.
Yeah, I give up.
Okay, great. Yeah. And anyway, there's your rainbow trees there in the background. Interesting the way you present that. That's cool. That they're on the green screen. We like that. Excellent stuff, and it's working somewhat. Yeah, green screen's actually working better than it has been in the past. Not so much what I call fizzle around the.
What's up with that?
That's it's actually down to the lighting and the processing.
It's the same
of the green screen.
You know, I use green screen all day, so I'm thinking that maybe it was an improvement on StreamYard's part.
Possibly.
Of course. I mean, I use this is my job. I'm online all day. I'm using green screen the whole time. So
happy days. It's working now. So what have you got for us this week? Where are you heading to in terms of the mainstream news? Is there anything you want to pick up on there?
Well, this is today's drink.
Today's definitely need to get in on that, and it's definitely your chroma key's working there as well. That is called
lemon sour.
That's your lemon sour drink.
I think I mentioned it before. I mean, because recently that's all I'm drinking, which is kind of bad. I think it's starting to get cold enough to break out the wine. You know, when I actually went to the convenience store,
you did
for this show to go buy this, and I was like, it was freezing. I was like, what am I drinking this for? But I'm a little bit of addicted to it now. So I think soon I'm going to be breaking out the wine bottles.
Oh, I thought we were going to say hot chocolate or coffee if it was really cold out. But you know what? Don't forget, while it has gone midnight there where you are, it means it's technically Saturday, of course, as we broadcast. For me, it's still Friday. And it's a little early on a Friday. But you know what? I decided I'd crack open one of these, as we were going live. And this I'm on this stuff at the moment. It's originally from Scandinavia. There you go. Olska, which is blueberry and lime. And of course, that is an awesome, very, very blueberry tasting and lime tasting cider.
Yeah,
you like cider,
Swedish?
Jimmy? I can't remember. It is. I believe it's from Sweden. This one.
Yeah, but this is cider. This is like a non-alcoholic cider. You're talking cider.
4%.
A non-alcoholic cider. You're talking about, right?
4% alcohol. That one.
Are you serious? Why are you drinking it so early in the morning? Daytime, I guess.
At 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. I did get up early today, I have to say, and I've been on the computer for quite a long time. Specifically, planning things for, should we say, before the new year begins, which isn't far off. So there's a lot going on here. But anyway, yes, I really do it. But the fact that it is a blueberry drink, I couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah, it's very unusual because before you wouldn't drink. Now you're drinking in the afternoon, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
I got an excuse. It's like past midnight here. I'm starting too late.
Or too early. We've said this before. But yeah, the same thing, 3:30. Listen, if you go into the city pre-COVID, certainly they'd all be gathering around about 3:30, 4:30 in the local bars. In the city, because everyone's been working since around about 6:30 a.m. The stock shares and all the other the various markets around the planet. So it's not something, I have to say, it is unusual for me to drink, let's say, this early. But hey, it's the holiday season as well, and I can, so I did, and I am today.
Cheers.
I was just listening to that moment. It sounded very cheers to you too. It sounded.
Is cheers the only thing they say in England? What else do they say?
Well, good health, cheers.
No, that's to good health. I guess you're talking about like good health, right?
Well, again, it would be good health, but it is to good health, yes. But you wouldn't say to good health. Some people will, but usually it would just be cheers, and even cheers good health, particularly at a wedding and a family event and something that's being celebrated like that. Yeah. What do you say in Japan?
Kanpai.
Again?
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Yeah, kanpai.
What else do you say?
That's all, really.
Okay.
That's all. So I just thought England would have a few more things, instead of just cheers.
Yeah, cheers. I mean, I know a couple more in different languages, like
in different languages. Yeah,
Australian, cheers. Good day, mate. Cheers. And
they don't say good day, mate. They don't say good day, mate. Come on. They don't say good day.
Did you not think so? No. Everything in Australia.
They don't say good day, mate, while they're drinking. I'm talking about I'm talking about a toast. I'm talking about a toast.
Right. Yeah. No, but I'm telling you, it's cheers, or as you said in brackets, to good health. And if you're
that's a toast. That's an actual toast, right? That's an actual toast. Cheers is not really a toast. No,
you're right. And would it be brown or white bread when we're talking about toasts? Now we're going to go on to what's your preference, brown or bread? May bring up the subject of toast.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Is this like a British thing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you prefer?
I'm saying that when you eat bread, you either get white bread or brown bread. We were talking about like toasting.
It depends.
Stuff.
It all depends on
there, but you've kind of
okay. It depends on what on what is called for. It depends on what is being called for.
Right. Well, here's one for you, and this will make it even more complicated. If you're having beans on toast.
No, nobody has that.
Exactly.
Nobody has that.
It's so British. So British. You go to the USA.
Nobody has that.
With your breakfast and egg.
Who the hell came up with that? It was like an accident.
Right? Or you have salad with baked beans in the USA. But then, of course, back in the UK, for many, 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 many decades, it's been baked beans on toast for a lot of people for breakfast.
Somebody slipped and dropped the beans on the toast.
You couldn't do beans for breakfast on toast?
I'm not saying I couldn't. It just there's so many other things that are much better than beans on toast. That why would I put beans on toast?
Egg on toast, I agree. Yeah,
egg
I like
on toast, bacon on toast, cheddar on toast.
As well, French fried. Even egg. Where they put the egg in the bread. French.
Actually, that's such. I think the British put beans on other things too.
We do. Well, you put beans with salad. Even, do you know what, they sell a pot of beans when you go to a fast food restaurant like KFC? Chicken and chips and a pot of beans. Yeah, but barbecue beans sometimes. Yeah. The bean is definitely a part of the British diet. No,
I'm not. Way. You know what? Here, look, beans on toast origin.
Right. It's a good one. I haven't looked it up myself.
But the concept of baked beans on toast seems to be an iconic British staple. And
share that with us so we can see what you're reading.
The ketchup company claims the combo was invented by one of its executives in 1927. Heinz. Because Heinz makes baked beans. They can baked beans.
Do you want to say Heinz make baked beans? There's a tongue twister for you, as you almost demonstrated.
No. They canned baked beans. British baked beans are traditionally made of navy beans, which are small and white.
Yes.
Heinz. Did you know that?
Yeah, 57. Heinz 57. You've seen the number 57.
57 ingredients.
Varieties, apparently.
Yeah.
No one.
Yes.
No, I was going to say no one is unaware of, shall we say, ketchup, Heinz ketchup. It's the one that's around the planet.
I didn't know it was British. Is it British?
Heinz, I think it might be owned by some USA American company these days. Is it owned by Kraft? No, I don't know. Cadbury. Kraft in the USA bought Cadbury.
Is it American? It says it's an American food processing company.
Okay. Yeah.
Henry J. Heinz. Is that like, was it a German or a German or a Jewish name? What is that? Heinz.
It could be both, from what you just said. It doesn't have to be. It could be both German and Jewish. Who knows? But Heinz is definitely from that part of the world. Germany, maybe Austria.
No. Oh, yeah, the name, but it's an American. It's actually an American company.
Yeah. There you go.
Am I fuzzing out at one spot? Or
I was just going to bring that up earlier. I thought no, because you're not going to be jolting around so much and chilling around. I think that your camera needs a bit of a clean there, Jimmy. Is that what you're going to do? Just clean the lens of your camera? Jimmy's going to clean the lens.
I'm hoping alcohol swap. Alcohol.
Oh, sounds good. Oh, he's cleaning. There we are. We'll mute Jimmy just for a moment as well, just while we get all that noise, because clearly he has a camera that has the microphone right next to it, and by tapping it ever so slightly, it's more like an earthquake to us.
How is it
back now? How is it now? Let's have a check. Should we check it? Let's get tight in on that camera.
Oh, looks good.
Better. Yeah. Oh boy, what have you been doing to the camera, huh?
You know what it is.
You've been breathing on the camera too much.
It's spittle or whatever.
Oh, that's
because
nice.
You know, I'm teaching online. I'm using my computer. I'm on here 8 to 10 hours a day. So
it's saliva.
Most likely. Yeah, most likely.
Jimmy, can I give you some advice here? I mean, particularly if you're dealing with clients online and you're having video calls, I would have thought now you've learned the best thing to do is wear a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. I got my mask.
So at the moment we have to wear masks now. It's official. It's mandatory now. Once again in the UK, we have to wear masks on public transport and other places where it's a public area because of the new strain of the COVID virus, and therefore the government have brought those rules back in again.
I got my mask on now.
Looking very nice there, Jimmy. Yeah, very good indeed.
That should give me some kind of protection.
You look like you're going to start flying an aircraft any moment now, or partly. That's kind of weird.
No, this is it's like a wrestling mask.
Yeah. Who are you planning on wrestling? Goodness me. Maybe someone out there would like to take a guess and share that.
There you go.
That's maybe not. Lovely. This Friday's been quite quiet, I think, all considering. Do you want to say what you mean? Because I don't quite think you have done just yet. What are you saying? It's been quiet as in...
I'm wondering if anybody's listening to us. I'm watching, on Facebook, I'm looking at Facebook and I'm looking at, it shows like how many people are watching.
Oh,
and it says one, and I'm wondering if that's me.
Probably, yeah. Probably you watching yourself. Yeah. But the question mark there is as well, whether it's you watching yourself or someone else, is why you're forgetting that there is the replay after this. So even when we're not live, I mean, we've restarted this and begun this yet again consistently, regularly. And people will catch on to us ideally on the replays, and then they'll be reminded, we got to join them live next time. Yeah, and at the moment, as I speak, it's Fridays and it's at GMT 3 p.m. is the time that we're really saying this.
What was that? Was it
it's a bit flexible for the
time?
Greenwich mean time.
But Greenwich, you're right. That's right. Yeah, Greenwich.
But you're not wrong. The way we were today, it's a bit more like generalized or general.
Greenwich. That's a Greenwich mean time.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Who's the watchkeeper now at Greenwich?
The watchkeeper.
Yeah, isn't there like a watchkeeper, like a clock keeper?
It's probably automated AI now, isn't it? Artificial intelligence. Greenwich, great place. The centre of time, the centre of maritime and shipping as well. Certainly where the Naval College is in the UK. It's a great place to go. I'll be visiting soon, as we know. More about that closer to the time, I think. But yeah.
I think there's somebody there.
It's quite a popular place, is Greenwich. There's quite a few thousand people
I think there's got to be. Was it a what did you call it? The clock keeper?
Oh, I see what you're. Yeah, like I guess they'd call that the master, the time master,
the time master. Okay,
something like that. I know what you're saying, though. Yes, the keeper of time. Well, that's up at the observatory there as well in Greenwich. High up on a hill is the Greenwich Observatory looking down upon London. It's an awesome site. A lot of people, it's not right in the centre of London. So if you're visiting and you're on vacation, sometimes, you might need a reminder after you've landed in the UK and in London that, hang on a minute, there's this place called Greenwich that I've got to go visit. There's so much to see, you see, like as in the centre of town with Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, when it's not being reconditioned at the moment, it's covered in scaffolding as this broadcast goes out live. I think they were hoping to finish in about, another year or so to get that up to the next year.
Say it again. Can you say it? What is it called again?
What's it? What do you mean? Sorry. What, the
This
Time
place?
Master, maybe?
No.
Oh, Big Ben.
Greenwich.
Yeah, Greenwich.
Why don't you say Greenwich?
I just did. And I just realised as you were, exactly. Yeah, Greenwich. I mean, that's the same as something like mortgage instead of renting a house.
People but the British have a lot of these. I was just reading something. It was really funny. Was it called? Let me see if I can find it.
Greenwich. There are those. And the other one, of course, is Leicester Square, which is a bit like, it's next to Piccadilly Circus in London, which in turn is very much like Times Square, that whole area. But certainly Piccadilly Circus has all the neon lights and advertising boards there, has done for years. And the statue in the middle of Piccadilly Circus, Eros, you can read more about Eros, certainly online.
I found
I'm going to say, what have you found?
It's this thing going around where they're it's an American thing where they talk about British people and how they talk.
Okay.
And it'd be like it's something. If you look it up, it says British people be like, and then it says what the British would say. So, for example, you want to give an example. Actually, what I would really like to do is just tell you in regular English and then have you say it.
Right, you can do that. And just before you do, it says here, I've just got a message.
See if you get it right. If you can get it right.
I'm just going to say to you.
You ready?
Just before you do, I've just got to ask you if this is something out of the USA, because don't forget there is a Greenwich in Connecticut on the east coast of the USA, and there's also Greenwich Village in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. So I'm just wondering if that's why also they've cottoned onto Greenwich. But carry on anyway.
Well, yeah, that's because it's coming from the British. Okay, so how about I say it in real English?
Okay.
And then you repeat it in British English. Okay?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so the British people be like, it's Tuesday, isn't it? No, you're supposed to give me the British version here.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Oh, you're being boring here.
What do you mean be boring? What?
I want the British take on it.
It's Tuesday, isn't it? No, that's how I would say.
It's Tuesday, in it.
Now you see, now you're talking kind of. We're getting out of London and into certainly a county called Essex. Oh, so you want me to? Yes. It's Tuesday, isn't it? In it. It's Tuesday, in it. That sort of thing, right?
Well, here's another one.
That's not British. That's more of a localized.
Yeah, sure. But that's what we hear. That's what the Americans hear.
It's a bit common,
Here's another one.
Can I just bring your attention to our viewers, Jimmy? Because you'll be most surprised. I mean, I know you were a bit worried.
Okay, go on. Go ahead.
No, just the fact that they're there. They are there.
Where?
Like you can see.
Ooh.
Oh, you're not watching on your screen. Never mind. Oh,
I'm seeing me.
4, 5. The numbers are going. Okay, fine. Then it's you. Do continue.
Okay, so we got another one. Okay, here's another one.
Yes. How else we saying this?
I'm gonna say it in regular English, and you're gonna give me the British English.
Well, what you want? I'll tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, go on, go for it. Okay, maybe someone else will tell us if they join. Don't forget they can join, but I'd love someone else to come in here.
Okay, so this is another British be like.
Go for it, Jimmy.
Well, I'll ask you a question. What's the name of the person behind Spider-Man?
I nearly said the guy that's behind Superman.
Who's behind the mask?
And I'm trying to think of the. I do know the name. It has slipped my mind at the moment.
Oh, then you don't know it.
It is because I was going to say, because you got Clark Kent. That was just say Superman stuff.
There you go.
No, you can't. It's almost like alliteration. His name, isn't it, from memory? Well, obviously you put it into. You sent me a little clue. Okay, you want me to say it now? Give me a question.
If you can,
go on.
If you can get it right,
yeah.
Can you say it right?
I'll say it. Jimmy would say Parker.
What did you say again?
You'd want me to say it in your way, Peter Parker.
Oh God!
Or Peter Parker. What do you think?
That's like an East Coast. That's like American East Coast.
I mean, with a totally sort of London English accent,
isn't it?
I would say it's Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
I see. Yes, I see where you're coming from now. Yes. Okay. Yes, indeed. That's him. You trying to give me another?
Oh, yeah, I love them. So okay. Let's see here. Let's find another one.
I just don't know why his name slipped my mind. I knew it was a bit alliterative as I was trying to goodness untie my tongue as ever.
Okay, here we go. There's too many to choose from.
Yes, too many.
Okay. Hold on a second. There's too many to go.
Right.
Oh, the days of the week is good enough. Okay. Oh, well, here's a good one.
Which day?
COVID-19. British people be like.
Oh, British people. COVID-19.
I think we're getting okay. This is a kind of like a little bit different.
You see, if you're in Manchester,
you're in a little bit of a different
Birmingham.
area. You're in a different area.
It's different.
Yeah.
All the regions.
How about literally?
The word.
Yes.
Oh, literally.
Literally.
That
one you got right. That one you got right.
Okay, now we've got to remind people that Jimmy teaches English to everyone around the world, including other Japanese students and people. So what I'm thinking is aluminum, the American English for aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yeah, but
aluminum.
There are some words that are spelled the same, but they're pronounced differently because of accents. But this one,
aluminium.
It's aluminium, not aluminum.
Aluminum. You're right.
Yeah. What about you can't say pavement? You've got to say sidewalk if you're in the US.
Well, that's a completely different thing. That's a spelling.
Well,
how about this? Here's a good one.
It's one of those situations where the US has decided to use a word that's more descriptive of the function of what we're talking about. And I kind of tend to agree with certain things like that, particularly the sidewalk. The one that gets me as well, now we're talking on this level, is the trunk, the boot. See, over here we have the boot and the bonnet, and there it's the trunk, the hood and the trunk.
Yeah.
You like that? The boot and the bonnet. The bonnet's what you wear on your head for most people.
Anyway, you wear on your head. Yeah, I know these. Because I went to British school. I went to British school for a few years. So, okay. And I watched a lot of British movies. So, how about you give me? Was it I'm British?
You want me to say that? I'm British.
Oh God!
British rather than British.
That's not what I want to hear.
No, I'm British. Oh, I'm British. Is that what I hear?
There you go.
I'm British. Is that? Yeah. Am I getting there now? I know I've been a bit slow here, but okay, fine. But listen, you know very well that most British people, when they do go to the USA, if they're in New York, we've said this before. No doubt it will come up again in the future. But these days, you got to be thinking carefully and twice before you start wanting to bum a fag in Manhattan.
Yeah, I ain't bumming no fag.
No, but plenty. I don't smoke anything, let alone cigarettes. But all the time, people are bumming fags off of one another here in England. And let me qualify, of course, cigarettes are very much known as fags to this day. And of course, the word bumming in that sentence is very much to do with borrowing one, you know, snatching one off of someone else, you know, robbing them off of their, yes.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. This this one I have to show you.
Yes,
because it's just too good. It's too good. I found it. 30 tweets. There's the 30 tweets. I found it. Funny tweets are teaching. Okay, here we go.
I'm listening. We're all listening carefully, attentively. What is the revelation?
Let me share this one I found on screen. Okay, I'm just going to share this one. Okay,
I
want you to.
Okay. Yeah, please do.
I want you to.
Yeah. We can magically. Jimmy's trying to technically make this happen.
It's happening. It's not happening.
Have you frozen there?
Hey, what's that? Yeah, it looks like I'm frozen. You know, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go to my task. I'm gonna go to my task.
Oh, I see. No, I think you've actually got a hardware problem there for once. It's unusual.
I don't think it's a hardware problem. I just got. Right. Oh, look, it's preparing for security options. No,
right.
I'm gonna go to the Taskmaster. I think my CPU is running a little high.
As I was just saying,
here it comes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here I got it. I got it. Here. There you go. Here we go.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What we got there? What are we looking at? You got something to share with us?
There you go. I'm sharing it right now.
Yeah.
Can you read it? Okay. What does it say?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Right. Let's get it back because it's disappeared suddenly off my screen.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't. I don't know why the technology suddenly said,
No, I took it down.
Oh goodness me! How many people are running this show? Here we go. Let's have another look then. Right, ready for this? We've got to add it to the stream. Oh goodness me! Right, let's try pressing the magic buttons. No, you see, there we go. Right, it says, "Hello, love." It's usually aloe vera, but this is hello, love.
No, what does it really say? Come on.
Hello,
what it really No.
What do you yeah.
Tell me what it really says.
Hello, love.
Oh, you're cracking me up.
Are you liking this?
I love it. Come on, you saw that. You thought that was funny. You saw it and you knew what it was. Oh God. Yes. Oh, that was a good one. Are you frozen? Are you frozen now? I think you're frozen. Well, anyway, yeah, I got a kick out of that one. Whew. Are you playing? Are you playing? You're playing Frozen. No, I actually think Martin is frozen there. Well, oh man, I was going to get you to say a few more. Wonder what happened. Oh, he checked out. Well, let me scroll through a few more of these. British people be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, that's not a good one. Here we go. Peter Parker. For fuck's sake. Oh man, this is so good. Well, let's see. Okay. Am I still on or what? Martin's not on, but am I still on? Let's check let me check him. Let me check him up on Skype. Let me hit him up on Skype to see if he's around. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
What happened? Did you cut out?
I think there was a techie problem with the internet here, and our
I was just about to call you on Skype.
that wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked. Okay.
And I think therefore our backup failed as well. So there you go. But it's the great thing about using what we're using now, which is cloud technology, is that just because the technology goes on this side of the connection, it means that not everything's cut off, and that so long as you're holding the fort there and not saying, oh, what's going on, forget it, I'm going as well, we're still here. So thank you for holding the fort there, Jimmy.
Well, I had no idea. See, I wasn't sure if I was still on or not, so I was trying to check my other lines to see if I was there. But yeah,
well, good,
otherwise I would have been more interesting. I would have tried to kept it a little more interesting.
That's a very good reason why as well. You should, whenever you're live streaming, always have a certainly on another screen what we call a confidence feed, so that we know that we are still live on the various platforms, if not at least one of those platforms.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to set up my other computers. Like I've been putting it off for so long.
Yes.
To set up my other computer. So I've been, once you get locked into a laptop, it becomes so easy just to rely on that. But it really isn't good. It's never as good as a solid desktop deal. So, right. And I have my desktop has just been sitting collecting dust for the past year, even though I've bought hardware to upgrade things in it. I haven't gotten to it because it's so convenient to have the laptop, which crashed yesterday while I was having a lesson. So that's not a very good thing.
Are you going to have a bit of extra time over the holidays now? It's December and things are winding down a bit, and so you may have some time to actually get on top of that. And
well, I don't know, because I showed you I bought that sound bar, so
yeah, that'll be interesting when that arrives, and that'll be in the next handful of days
on Sunday. So that it's a pretty. I think it's a pretty. I know. I was talking to you that I was like in doubt of if it was the right decision, but I think because of the size of the bass speakers on it. Yes. So I think it's probably good. It's probably good. So that'll probably take up a lot more time. I'll probably sit in front of the TV a lot more.
Because you've got a sound bar there now.
It makes all the difference.
Right. Okay.
It makes all the difference.
Isn't that interesting? So just goes to show that the sound is actually more important than we realize when it comes to television, out of the two things, audio
or movies
or video. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I think it's because, basically when you're anything media, it's what is taking your attention. So visually, your eyes can be visually occupied, but to have your ears occupied is another thing too. So if the sound quality is not good, then your ears wander off. You're going to wander off.
This is what I'm saying as well. People don't realize just how much their ears are smiling when they are watching a movie, listening to a movie. The sound is one of the most important things, obviously, and if not, some would say more important than the video. Yeah.
But actually, I was just talking to somebody about this. I know, it's very strange, like 70s and 80s. During the 70s and 80s, I think we reached a peak. Audio equipment, quality reached a peak, and I think it went downhill. I think it went in the 90s and
because now everyone's. It's like everything in life at the moment. It's down to convenience rather than quality.
Small, compact, easy to carry.
Go to the drive-through, have fast food. You don't even need to get out of the car now. You can just order it from the same seat. Yeah, that's your drive-through, fast food. Same thing when it comes to now downloading MP3s, particularly. I mean, these days it's a bit better when you download things. It doesn't have to be as squished, as compressed as an MP3, because now we have broadband, so we can allow people to download files of a better quality. But I mean, CD, when they invented CD, multiple tests over and over again and research was to see just how much they could compress the files that were on the CD
and keep it in a good quality.
And keep it, and if you remember, this number is 44.1 kilohertz. That was the standard before you could start, the average person could really start noticing a difference. But of course, that's changed. A lot of that's changed now. People don't care. You know, when you go online now the pictures online, great. You can watch things in high definition, even 4K and beyond. But again, I mean, with download being so fast now as well, if you don't have to watch something in real time, that means that if you don't mind waiting for it to complete downloading, or at least partially download and buffer before you start watching it, you can have good quality now, very good quality, more quality than, again, the average person actually needs.
I think I remember like 20 years ago when I actually, you know, my home theater system was like a 5.1 channel system. I had, was it three front, one center, two right, left, and then the back, two right, left, and a subwoofer.
Yeah,
and that was the system. 5.1. But now I just told you I don't have that anymore. I just have a TV that the sound is really bad because of the thinness of it. It's very convenient. It's very light. It's compact, but the sound quality suffers. So I buy this sound bar, but even that is a much lower quality if I'm comparing to 20 years ago, what I would have invested or tried to create in my home.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about when you say it's thin. Just to clarify, a lot of TVs now, and they're made of plastic often, and they're very thin to look like a picture on the wall, you know, for one of these flat screens. And as you just said, the problem with that can be that the sound suffers because it doesn't resonate as it would in one of these old fashioned, you know, the old hi-fi wooden speaker cabinets. They were made, you know, the acoustic sort of experience was just so far more of quality and advanced. And that's the thing, isn't it? We say now that we've actually advanced, and we call this, you know, like a development and moving forward. But it's a fine line between quality and convenience. And I listened to a TV recently in recent weeks, and it had exactly that problem. They had a sound bar with it, and I was just so used to listening to the sound bar that when I switched it on and forgot to turn the sound bar on, I didn't realize just how bad the internal speakers would be on a TV like this. It was like 47-inch TV or something like that.
Absolutely, that's right.
And, you know, you've paid a premium price for the size of the screen. And then to hear this, it was like tinny, and it wasn't even tinny. It was
but you know, the TVs are very cheap now. The TVs are very cheap compared.
I get that, but as I say, I mean, the other option is, of course, you could always wear headphones, but you know, they do become a bit. For me, they depends on the type. You know, they become uncomfortable potentially after a while, and it's nice to have better, you know, have the whole surrounds.
Or you have these convenient bone conduction headphones, which again. The quality is not the greatest. It's for speaking. It's great. It's for speaking. But if I really wanted to listen to high definition, real quality audio, this is not the thing. This is not. You shouldn't be wearing this. But these are very comfortable. It keeps my ears open too.
Yeah, definitely. I just purchased. Go on.
No. Which one? What did you purchase?
A retro hi-fi, from 1987.
What did you find? The one with a double cassette or the triple cassette?
It's multi-cassette and all. Yeah, I've got to collect it, and I'll be doing that. I say this month, sooner than that, but let's say this month anyway. December 2021.
What was it? We were looking for that for a while. You've been looking for that for a while.
They are so difficult to. Certainly in the condition that I've got the complete system. I've actually noticed recently that there's another couple of components out there that are just like the components in this system, but it's very, very difficult to find something in good condition. I mean, I'm not so sure. I've got to confirm, particularly the cassette player, if it's been used any time recently, because if not, the pinch rollers and the bands that are inside the rubber bands, they can all perish. They do after a time, even if it's been used constantly. So it's going to need a bit of a service possibly. I'm looking forward to firing up the turntables certainly as well. The thing is, I've got no records here at the moment, no vinyl immediately, but that's going to be an experience. I have to get a new stylus. But yeah, it's kind of weird just thinking about it, because it has the CD player, the analog tuner, cassette, as I've said, the turntable, record player, and it's remote control as well. That's got a separate unit for that, and the way it's all put together in its day, it was just so advanced. So I'm happy to have my hands, but I used to have one many years ago, and I just thought let's get one again. Why not? Bring back the memories.
No.
And I'm really looking forward to experiencing cassette again. That might sound crazy because remember with cassette, oh my goodness, in the original Walkmans that were first brought out, the cassette Walkmans by Sony, you could either play, stop, or if you didn't want to listen to the track you're listening to right now, you could fast forward to the next track, but you couldn't rewind. If you wanted to rewind, you had to take the cassette out, turn it round, put it back in, and fast forward.
You're talking about the very beginning.
Very beginning I'm talking about, of course, yeah. And of course that progressed. Then you had cassette players, soon after that did fast forward and rewind.
It got to a point where I remember if you pushed to fast forward, it would stop when there was a space between the songs.
Oh,
like it would find a space between the songs.
I haven't seen that in a Walkman, but certainly yes, it's called Music Search. They used to have that on hi-fi cassette decks, certainly, yeah. Anyway,
no, I've got a few cassettes here. Japanese, of course. Here's the Japanese baseball team's.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful with your green screen. You see, that's obviously got a bit of green in it or something because it's all fizzling
yellow.
It's
yellowish. But anyway,
yeah.
The thing is, I bought for my girlfriend's mother wanted some old songs, and she wanted a cassette. She wanted a cassette player or a radio player, CD player, and the CD. We bought an old CD player for her. Not an old CD player. It's new, but it's an old style one, easy to use. And so I decided, okay, well, let's give her some if I can find old CDs or cassettes. And I found a box of cassettes, and I bought for $50. I bought 200 cassettes.
Right there,
just mixed bag of stuff, So
they're holding their value now. Blank.
They're starting to rise now.
Blank, unused cassettes. Okay, from particularly the manufacturer we all know. If we're our age,
TDK?
Certainly TDK. Yeah, absolutely. And some of those they go for some of them $40-$50 US.
But what are you going to record on it?
Well, no. I need to buy a handful just so that I've got them to go with the hi-fi. I'm not going to record on them regularly. I'm still going to be digital most of the way.
Or maybe you can put your computer files on it. Maybe you can put a game on it.
Back up maybe. Yeah, you're right. Or load up something. Yeah, absolutely. But there was one cassette. If you remember, the cassette started out as what they called the C cassette 60, and it was an hour long. 30 minutes on, was it?
30 minutes.
The C60 was 30 on one side, 30 on the other, wasn't it? That's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't 60 on one and 60.
No, it went to 120. Oh, he's gone out. He disappeared again. It's just you and me, whoever's watching or listening. Let's give him a call. Let's see if he answers on his phone here. Hello, Martin. Martin Shine. Why do you always have some bad connection? I guess I'm so lucky here. Actually, because I'm wired. I try to keep my computer wired. If I'm online, if I'm doing any kind of communication, I try to keep it wired.
All right. You're just gonna have a bit of patience. We're on the backup now. We're on the backup now. I went back to the original internet connection when we came back. Clearly, I was going to say it may have been a mistake. Clearly, I say it was. There's an issue with the main internet connection here today.
You're on, you're on wireless? You're on Wi-Fi? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think I know what the problem is. Bit of maintenance work going on.
Wi-Fi.
Right. No, right. Well, as I say, things are going to be changing, as you know. I'm not going to say much more about that right now, but things are going to be changing soon. When I say here as in, again, with our broadcasts and everything, and it'll be more reliable. That's cool. But yeah, we were talking about the cassettes, that sort of stuff. And I think, the cassette, I only ever had my hands on a cassette that was an hour on both sides, a C120. But I believe that there were some that were certainly shorter. You could get a 45-minute cassette as well. You got even shorter because remember they started bringing in the telephone answer.
No, there was 10 minutes and 5 minutes, and 10-minute ones, 15-minute ones, 20-minute ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm looking forward. The TDK, there were so many. The one I really want, and it's something easily $150, $200 for one that hasn't been used. Are
you serious?
Metal. It's metal.
I remember. I used to have them.
And I bought them in the past, and they may cost something like $15, for a cassette that literally was made of metal. in the around the plastic on the outside. Yeah, and that was TDK. We have Maxell was another big make as well. But as I say, overall, I would say if it wasn't Sony and it wasn't TDK, what's the other makes? JVC made I think some cassettes as well. But you know what? They knocked them out of the same factory, all made and just rebranded. Certainly this.
I don't know about that. Possibly.
But cassettes, video cassettes as well.
You're willing to pay a premium?
No, not at the moment. No, but one day, the time might come when I think to myself, what could I spend this on?
You talk metal position? Metal position?
Yeah, I think it's metal 2. There's metal 4. Exactly. You've got the chrome dioxide. You've got the metal 2 was the basic ones, I think. But anyway, yeah, metal I'm talking about, and they're very expensive for one that has not been recorded on.
Okay, there are some people out. How much are you willing to pay for?
I'm not. If anyone wants to donate one, please, you know where we are at the bottom of the screen there. It's all we're contactable. At the moment, I'm not in the market for buying any of that stuff, but I'm aware of it. I mean, to buy a cassette, I just bought one recently, and it has the plastic on the outside. I'm not going to be opening up that one anytime soon.
I got tons of them here.
What, wrapped up in the original plastic?
Yeah. Online, I see a bunch of them.
So what's the purpose? Are they there so that you just going to sell them?
No, on auction. I'm saying I'm looking on auction. There's tons of them.
Oh, there's plenty, Jimmy. Yeah, but again, the price is considerably higher when you realize how much they used to cost. Back in the 1980s, 1990s. Sure. I mean, even now to go and buy a VHS cassette, it can be more expensive than you realize. So many people haven't a VHS player or recorder anymore. And so the shops, even the thrift stores, charity stores that we have here, which sell you CDs and DVDs, they don't sell and they don't accept donations anymore for VHS videotapes, pre-recorded ones and films, because most people just don't, we download that stuff now, and it takes up a lot of room.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this, and it just came to like two TDK OD90s for about $50.
I like the SA. My preference as a general sort of purchase for cassettes was the SA 60s.
SA 60, SA 7. But it's so strange. I'm looking at this, and now I suddenly it's coming back to memory.
The SA was kind of
it was fresh pack and opening it up, getting a fresh cassette out,
3 or 4
ready to record something from the radio or something.
Yeah, exactly. And the SA 60. The design of it, the packaging was slightly different depending on the year and depending on whether it's in Japan, the UK, maybe Germany.
Remember the clear with the colorful? It was clear with what was that? Was that TDK too? It was clear with the colorful ones.
Oh, Sony possibly had like dots all over it, spots all over it. Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
But there were loads of limited editions and stuff. And I tell you now, it will take you a long time to build up the whole exact sort of list and library of all the different versions and types of those cassettes. There are some that are certainly, to find one that has never been recorded on, you're going to pay $400 maybe.
For what?
For a cassette.
No, I can see. I got them a lot cheaper than that here.
Okay, great. Well, in that case, we can do a deal.
We can do a deal. We can do a deal. You pay me double of what I can get it for. No. I'll send it.
What's 00?
No. Here it goes. SA90s. How about some SA90s?
Do you know this? I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. The 90s, yeah, they're good. They're good. I would take a few, but to start with, I need SA 60s myself. I need about a handful of those.
I can get you 2 SA 90s and 2 SA 100s for $50.
You see, the SA 100, that's a good reminder, isn't it? Strange. An extra 10 minutes. So you've got the SA 90, which we know is an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Then you got the 100-minute ones, which is just an extra 10 minutes, but it's the SA 100s, or more prevalent, and I would say, and more popular and common to find. SA 120. Well, a 120 was more popular than a 100. Yeah, but crazy stuff. I mean, let's face it. If you're going to go for 100, why don't you go for 10 minutes more? Get the 120. But do you know what the problem was with cassette? After a while, of it making them extending the time of them, the duration, it became a problem. You can only fit so much tape into the cassette. So therefore, the only way they could then make it any longer in duration was to use tape that was much thinner. And that then became a problem. That was then a compromise between quality and the duration. So because the thinner the tape, it would stretch eventually.
I think the 90 was the sweet spot.
Yeah, I agree with you there to a degree. If you're going to go for anything longer than an hour. Yeah, but anyway, those are the days of cassette. Now we can go for like unlimited time recording on most computers.
I remember
on the size of your hard drive.
I remember buying records or CDs, and then I'd record them onto cassette for taking take out with my Walkman. And depending on the length of the album, I would choose the.
Isn't it mad?
Put two albums on one album on each side, or one album. Yeah, I would choose the length by that.
But these days, if you want to download an album, you do it. Well, you don't even have to be there to do it. You just press a button, you come back, and it's done. So effectively, you've spent 30 seconds doing it, 15 seconds initiating the process, 15 seconds saying, right, there it is. Let's take the USB drive or whatever it is off of my computer. Whereas before, you had to do it in real time, as you know, and you were just saying. So if the album lasted...
We'd watch it.
Yeah, if it lasted like an hour and a half, you would watch it often as well, because you needed to know when the cassette finished so that you could turn it over. And then, of course, it usually finished the cassette when you were halfway through a track. Oh, what we got there? Pringles. Again, they're very definitely yellow. You're going to tell me if not green, the packet.
Green.
Yeah, green.
Sour cream and onion.
That's interesting. You actually have that that flavor there as well, because often the flavors you have over here in the East are not the same as the West and vice versa. So yeah, we have that flavor too. Sour.
The thing is, but sour cream is damn expensive here.
Okay.
So when I use sour cream for recipes, what I usually do is I have to use a sour cream, and I'll split half with yogurt and mix it.
Are we saying that the sour cream flavored potato chips and Pringles are also, other brands are available, are we saying that they are more expensive than the other flavors?
No, just sour cream.
Well, then that's what you want to do. Go buy some sour cream fries or Pringles and just break them up into your cooking next time, and that'll be cheaper.
There you go.
That's it. Hey. And anyway, so does that mean that we're going to have to trade some cassettes over some expensive sour cream, double sour cream if they're double length cassettes?
Just tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready, and we'll go through it. I will
definitely be doing that. Oh yeah, we'll be having a lot of conconversations, you and me, away from here, if not on here like this, to discuss all that.
No. We can share.
Oh,
why not? Why not share? It's. Yeah,
I won't be sharing the buying process necessarily with people.
Go.
It'll be a bit boring for them, but yeah. Oh, what do you got there? Oh,
sharing it right now.
We're doing more sharing. Let's have a look.
Cassettes.
Hold on.
You want TDK?
Excuse
me.
You
want TDK? Tell me what you want.
Yeah. What do you want?
TDK
want it now.
TDK. You want
Which
TDK?
One you
what?
What are you
okay, so I'm gonna give you. This is the auction and for sale, because there's the one I could just do for just for sale.
You're on Yahoo Auctions, is that by any chance? It is, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Very popular there in Japan. Yeah.
See anything you like?
Not yet. AE, what the hell's that?
I remember
TDK.
These.
Yeah, just about.
They're all these are all TDK.
The MAs, the AD. Yeah, AD was very popular, and the D as well. D on its own, I think I can see them on the left. But these are all unused, these cassettes.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's the one I used to buy all the time. The SA 60s or 90s. They either had a green or red number on them, depending. They're $4.99 on the left-hand side there. There's about 7 or 8 of them there in the picture.
This one here?
That was the original SA before I started.
Let's see if these are unopened. But these are open. These are open. These are opened.
Sure, but I'm just saying that's the original ones I used to buy with the gold front to them, until they changed it and they went more sort of a slate grey colour, bordering on black. And the blue ones were the ones really, the SA 60s. They had a blue design to them. They'll be there too. You'll see them shortly, if not immediately.
Yeah, I got a whole. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, but they're not all unused, as I say. I mean, there's plenty of them across the world that are for sale, like that. Batches of them, but again, not necessarily unopened and unused.
But there's tons of them that are unopened.
What's the most expensive one?
Here we go. How about this? We put SA60.
What's the most expensive one there, Jimmy?
You want to see the most expensive one?
Well,
Let's take a look.
Let's look at the most expensive first in the list.
Wow, what the hell is this? That's what? That's like $1,000 for what? Metal position 4. How many? 10 metal position 4s. Huh? All right, did you just check out on me again?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here, but I'm playing it very carefully because I know that the internet is it's saying to me as we speak that there's it's glitching. You'll be back shortly. What were you saying there?
It's about $1,000 for 10 of them. There you go. That's the ones you were talking about. Metal position type 4. Unopened. 10. See it?
We'll be back shortly. There we are. We back? Back? Yeah, you got me back.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm back. You're gone. Here, did you see here? I'll open it up again. Here, see it? You see it?
Yeah, I remember those. That wasn't the one I was talking about. The blue one.
$1,000, dude. $1,000 for 10 of them.
Well, there you go. I did say they were a bit pricey, unopened. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, and these are the most expensive ones.
Even reel to reel as well. Don't forget that. That's coming up expensive as well these days. Some reel to reel.
I can find reel to reel. Yeah. Here goes the SAX 90s.
Okay.
What's some of these here? What do we got here? 6 SAX 90s and 4 SF 90s for about $300. You could buy it right now for $300. It's probably at $280.
So there you go. So while you were saying they're cheap, depending on. Oh, no, the SA. There you go. Yeah, exactly. The SAX ones looking just like that. Those ones have been pricey that I've seen recently.
Yeah, but I'm saying, this is. I'm looking at the top ones, but of course I could find something cheaper if I.
Sure.
If I'm, here goes the MAs. Here we go.
Yeah.
ARX. These are the. I remember these. These are cheaper ones here. Look at that. Let's see how much they.
These are one of the most cheapest. 10. Yeah. Look at that. AE.
So what is this? 11 sets of 20. 11 sets, 220 of these. You can get if it's on auction for about $100, but you can get it for $200 right now.
So again, just reminders.
But these are all 10 minutes. These are all 10 minutes.
Again, we're just looking at. Did you say 20 times?
There's 220 of them, but they're all 10 minutes.
Right.
So they're pretty useless.
And the train is now departing.
Wow. Is that the first train?
I think it might be the second one, actually, So. Oh, what are those blue ones? I just saw 3 of them on the left, and then I've seen there's Kitty. So many.
Hello Kitty. TDK, TDK, Hello Kitty, 46 minutes, 3 of them. TDK.
There you go. Hello Kitty did make an appearance.
$200, dude. $200.
I was talking about Hello Kitty right at the start with the old knock, and you were like, "What you talking about?" That's kind of a
$200, man, for 3 of them.
But you didn't believe me when I said that cassettes are going quite expensive out there. Now, what are those
but
colored ones?
The colored ones:
cyan, pink, and green. Luminous.
Let's see what we got here.
They're luminous, right?
$100 for. Are these okay? They look like they're open.
Used. Of course,
I don't know if might have not been used. They might just been opened.
No, Jimmy, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Jimmy, if you got to listen, Martin, if you got a set of like 5 of them and you use one of them, you got 4 left over. This is what you get.
Jimmy, when there's a batch of cassettes laid out as you just seen, then more often than not they've been used, and that's the only reason that the multiple cassettes are out of their packaging, because the person wouldn't just take them out. and spoil the packaging because it reduces the value
No,
potentially.
it could have been. It could have been just sitting there. Here, let's take a look here.
Could have been.
Yeah, I mean it's a possibility. We can look it up.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Regardless, if it was used, it's regardless. I mean, you still use them. I mean, I used plenty of them like that.
Sure.
Reused. Let's see what it says here.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a translation here.
Oh, really? From.
I bought each as a new one and kept it at home after recording. After checking the operation of all products at the time of listening, recording is deleted. Each item is rubbed, scratch, and a feeling of use. So basically, what has been done is that you're right. Maybe he erased them. I don't know.
Some people do that as well. So, for example, the option is that they may have had whatever material recorded on them, and before the seller lets you have them and puts them on the auction sites, they will erase them one way.
It says he bought them new. Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. What's the CV2? There you go. I've seen that before.
Which one? This one here?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Why is it so expensive?
You gotta find out.
74.
Now. Because
it's 75 bucks.
There you go. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm still looking for the metal one. That you haven't shown me the metal one that we were talking
I did.
about.
I showed you.
No. Not
watch this. If I do this here, let me see.
Yeah.
If I get rid of the TVK, it's going to give me the metal option.
Right.
There it goes, metal plus metal. So here's all the metal ones.
Right.
And it's going to include heavy metal, I think.
Oh, right. We're talking. I can't. Hold on. No. Oh, there it is. I can see it straight away. It's on the bottom to the right, but it's not the final one. It's the one before last. I think we're looking at
this
MA.
one.
I think it's an MA that you're looking at there.
MAR. Here's another one here. 60. It's $100. You're right.
Yes. No, but it's right there. You go. So, like I say, go find one that's not been used. Brand new.
Hold on. Let's. I'm gonna go straight for not the auction, but like if they're selling it straight.
Okay. There we go.
Your MA60, $100.
Yeah, but that's unused. Yes.
Yeah, unused.
Yeah, I wonder whether it's the same.
MA40. He goes MA46 and 54.
Right. Actually, there's a website. Look at all those. Wow. Okay, there's actually a DDK website. I'm trying to remember what the URL is. Not tdk.com.
And there goes some Motley Crue there too, and Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Here goes. MA metal position, type 4, 60. 60 minutes for about $35.
I am just, if you wonder what I'm doing, you may see I'm actually checking out some of this stuff online. Cassette by type, that's what we're looking for. The MA-R, that's the one. Try that one. How about an MA-R?
Okay, let me get.
Or an MA-XG would be even. I tell you, that'll be your top one. I look at an MA-XG. Now that'll be going. You'll be quivering there for an MAXG.
Say it again.
XG.
MA-XG.
XG. Yeah, unused. Yeah. So you want to look for one that's never been used.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here's a whole box of them.
Oh yeah. How much are they?
About $400, maybe a little bit less than $400.
Told ya.
1989. But how many of these? How many is there? Oh, it's only 5.
Right.
5 of them. Holy crap! Yeah, we don't need those.
And so that's about $200, you say?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No, $400. But
yeah,
350, maybe 350, $370.
I think I'll stick to my downloads for now. But remember, you've got a dilemma once you buy one of those that's never been used. To open it or not. As soon as you open it, then you use it, that's it. It's got literally the value has gone boom down. But it depends. You got to decide why you're buying it. Is it just?
I think at this point in time, you're buying it to use it.
Yeah, in which case I don't need it. I don't need any of them to buy to use because I'm not even going to really be listening to cassette much.
You know what? Why don't you just get a used one?
Precisely. I'm not even going to buy it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who's going to know the difference? You know, and ideally a used one where they haven't written on the labels and that sort of thing as well, you know, apart from the actual cover. And that's the point. This is exactly my point. You just said it indirectly.
You don't even need the covers. You used to make covers. Remember, you used to make covers?
So the only reason you're going to buy a cassette for so much that has not had the cellophane, the plastic taken off the outside, the only reason you're going to buy that really is to not use it and to have it as a showpiece somewhere. Why? Because if you're going to buy one to open to use, as you just said, you might as well pay, you know, 1/10 of the cost and just have one that's already used. And you know, some people, you didn't understand me.
No, I understand you, but I think that some people actually, but they're buying to use it.
But I've just explained to you logically, sensibly, why would you buy a cassette for so much money when you can buy one that's so much more affordable? Okay, it's been used before. Some people prefer used. It's been tested. It means it works. Yeah, someone's already tried it for you. And a lot of people, they'll be like, yeah, but you know what? When you record on a cassette that's already been recorded on, you can hear potentially what's underneath it.
That's not true. Depends
actually, it is true. It absolutely is true, because if the heads on your machine are not aligned properly, or the machine that was used originally for that cassette, it wasn't aligned properly, then when you go over that cassette, it will not record in the same place. So whether your cassettes, whichever way round it is, they're out of alignment, so you will get what we call effectively crosstalk. Now, the way around that is to buy yourself what we call a bulk eraser, which is literally a big magnetic electromagnet thing. Okay, you plug it in, you switch it on, and it makes a big humming sound, and you just put your cassette over it and it wipes off whatever's on the cassette. We used to do that all the time in TV and the companies that I used to work for, particularly for video cassettes. And before we recorded something on there, or even when you finish with something, if you want it deleted, you know, to delete things domestically at home on a cassette, you'd have to just press play and record. Remember, it was always generally, but you get the machine to go into the record mode, and you'd have to record an hour of nothing if you wanted to record blank. And mute it. So there you go. But as I say, a bulk eraser, that's the way. Or maybe hold it near your cell phone, or near the train tracks. Although I'm not advising to go too close to the train tracks. Stick your cassette on the end of a stick, put it by the train track there, and maybe the EMF will make sure that the music's deleted, but it won't have the same effect as a bulk eraser. Stick to the safe. Bulk eraser is my advice. You look like you're enjoying those potato chip crisps there, Jimmy. That's good.
Yeah. No, excellent. I don't know. I don't know what crisps are.
No, potato chips. Pringles. Okay. Listen, you know,
I think we're today we're going to say goodbye.
Yeah. Well, we're going to say goodbye today on the live show, on the live broadcast. But of course, it's recorded.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Next week I'm going to be starting Thursday night into Monday morning. I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm doing a full body check. I'm getting cameras shoved into my stomach and from the top, and shoved from the bottom, shoved up my ass into my intestines. I'm doing a full body check, blood tests, everything.
And you're telling me that your view is that you may not be here when we?
No, I think I'm going to be. I think I'll be over. I think I'll be done.
Jimmy,
I think I'll be done Friday morning.
You're missing the key point, aren't you? You're going somewhere where they're even going to have a camera, and if we're live.
No, Thursday night to Friday morning.
Well, I can only wish you the best of luck with that, but at the same time, I mean, we can even record it for you, not necessarily on a TDK cassette, but certainly look at that for a webcast broadcast, even a show.
But the problem is that I'm probably going to be taking anesthesia to knock myself out. To get to shove a camera down your nose is not, it's like not too pleasant.
Well, make sure that you hit live before you do that, and we'll be fine. We'll be on and connected. Goodness me, that's the last thing I expected to hear from you.
That's not going to happen.
Well, you know, as I say, anything's possible. Never say never.
You know what?
Can you imagine how much you've just seen how much the blank cassettes TDK audio ones go for these days online? And if we have a recording, even if it's a digital download of Jimmy Heaven with a camera shoved somewhere where it wouldn't usually otherwise be, goodness me.
I'll tell you what, if we had planned better and I had insisted and I made an arrangement with a clinic or the hospital to do that, we could have done that.
Well, you know, as I say, I don't know how slow the planes are from London to Japan, but we have a week.
Dude, I'm terrified of going in.
Ah, well, that's a different matter. Now that you've cut to that point, that's a different matter.
I'm terrified. You know what? Because I'm going in looking to see if I'm looking for shit. Basically, that's what they're looking for.
How are you comfort wise? A lot of people don't want to go into any sort of medical anywhere for that matter, let alone a medical environment. But at the moment, you know, with COVID particularly, I don't really want to.
I got to go an hour early so they can give me a COVID test.
Right.
And on top of that, because the intestinal camera, I can't eat anything for from the 9 in the afternoon till the 10th in the morning.
I knew there was a reason you continue to stuff your face at the moment, right? You're emptying the place out right now between now and then. Makes sense. Good. Listen, it's been a pleasure as always. I really wish you the best of luck there, obviously, with this procedure.
I'm going to let you know what happened.
Yeah, you know, of course you are. No, absolutely.
Hopefully there'll be pictures.
No, definitely. I mean, even good old Diva Dwarf, who took her time joining us today.
Oh man, just as we're signing out.
Yeah, right, exactly. She commented, just as we're signing out, what can we say? But hey, it's better late than never, huh? Yeah. Thank you for joining there, Diva Dwarf. Lovely to see that you're there. I can only assume that you're there and very well, you know, but now I've said that, we'll be getting the message will be, well, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. I'm having hot coffee and tea just to keep me. Are you good, Diva Dwarf? Is it all going well for you as we wind this up this time?
Go on, day.
She had well, hopefully this has brought some sort of smile to your face there. The Jimmy and Martin experience here on Shinecast. And well, as I say, things are only going to get better here anyway. So hopefully other people from the community that we've been growing and nurturing in the past will be here over the weeks to come. And do you know what? I mean, I said at the beginning, obviously it is the beginning of December. And that's why I said it. Welcome to December, as the title says. But it is frighteningly going very fast. I know we always say this, you know, when a busy periods. Oh, it's going faster than ever and speed, but it actually is, and that's one reason I got to rush off now, really. And Diva Dwarf wants to know how you are, Jimmy. I'm certainly doing good at the moment. I'm excited about the.
I wish you were here earlier. I would have shown you my apple pie that I made last weekend.
Well, she can go back on the replay while you're there. Do that, Diva Dwarf. Go and check out the apple pie. It was at the very beginning of the broadcast. I'm about 11 minutes in. Would you say there, Jimmy? Possibly.
Bad mental health day, but I'm wrapping gifts. So you had a bad mental health day, but you're wrapping gifts. Well, don't be angry while you're wrapping gifts.
That doesn't necessarily, what she said doesn't necessarily mean she's angry. She could have been upset by someone, an individual, a group of people. She could have just read something that she disagrees with. And sometimes if you read something that's ambiguous, you can try to read it in a positive way, but somehow your mind is telling you, but I know that the person that wrote it didn't mean it in the positive way and the glass is half full. They were saying it.
I think if somebody else wrote it, I wouldn't give I wouldn't say. I wouldn't care.
Jimmy, you see, it depends what you're reading, what in context. You know, it could have been some information you needed about your procedure that you were talking about. It could have been something a bit more light-hearted. You know, you're reading,
just
but still
stuck in my own head. She says.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I understand. She's got a lot going on that she's thinking about, in other words, and I totally relate to that. And you do too, Jimmy, I'm sure. But right now, Jimmy is off to bed very shortly because it's Saturday morning in Japan, isn't it? What is it?
Yeah.
1:30? 1:30 a.m. on the 4th of December. Once again, without a flux capacitor or a time machine. You're ahead of me, big time. I'm in the past. So,
okay, before we sign out, how about you give me a few British people be like?
Okay, well, you gotta stick it on the screen. Go on, very quickly. British people be like.
I'm gonna give you the English. No, I'm gonna give you the proper English version, and you're gonna give me the proper English version. Okay, how about right? What's all this then?
Right, what's all this then? That's what you wanted. That's
what I wanted.
I just, I mean, if I don't, if I kind of knew.
How about here's another one. Let's see if you can get this one right. Let's see if you can do this one. Did you play with Legos when you were young?
Can I just say before I say that, it's interesting how particularly people from the USA call the bricks Legos. Over here, it's Lego. It's just the way it is. You don't really refer to it with
it's not multiple.
Would you like to repeat that one more time now, and I'll say it straight away?
Did you play with Legos when you were younger?
Did you play with Legos when you were younger? I'm surprised Diva Dwarf doesn't want to join in here and give us. She has a little bit of a different accent. And next one.
Okay,
you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
That's a good one. Here, we're gonna go straight to. I want you.
What was it you weren't supposed to blow the bloody doors off?
Okay, British people will be like, "Fuck you."
Ready? You.
Yeah. You're censoring yourself.
What? No, me?
Oh, she's criticizing me here.
Yeah.
In America, saying Lego sounds "let go."
Maybe, but it's Legos is the point that you say, don't you?
Here's a good one.
It's a bit like when they say over in the USA often, I'm going to reply to your email, but you've got to write me again. Write me. It's write to me. We always say
that. You're talking grammar now. You're speaking grammar. I don't care about the
grandma, granddad, grandfather, whichever. But
grammar. Okay, how about here?
Okay,
here's
grammar.
It is grammar. It's actually grammar.
Grammar.
It's an
grammar.
A. It's an R. It's an
grammar.
AR. Okay, here's another one. British people be like, "You look beautiful, love."
Jimmy, I wish you put a picture up there. You want me to say that now? I can't say it. Oh my goodness, I've got to say that on my own, haven't I? Really? That's better. You look beautiful, love.
Okay, that was not so bad. That's not so bad. How about British people like these are good ones. You British people be like, you got to be joking.
You got to be joking.
Okay, you got to be joking.
That's more of the Cockney accent. I mean, I would say you've got to. Well, it depends. I can say.
Oh, accent of Yorkshire and Lancashire. How would you say that?
Where's she from? You gotta be joking, mate. How about that? That's
here's another one.
I'll be told that's a terrible cross between Australian and New Zealand accent. I don't know.
British people be like, mathematics is hard, isn't it?
Mathematics is hard, isn't it?
You do a clear, isn't it? Yeah. So
mathematics is hard. Mathematics is hard, isn't it? Isn't it? But the thing is, Jimmy, you see, they wouldn't say mathematics. If you see anyone that's going to say at the end, isn't it? They're not going to say necessarily. They're going to say maths.
That's right. That's right.
You see, so that's also why there's been a bit of a mix-up with some of these, and I've had to think twice. And I mean, had I have been presented with this, what we're going to do in advance, I would have been able to analyze the situation. I mean, for a start, Yeah, you see what I did there? But in America, United States of course, it's math. It's math. But over here, you're right. Obviously, it's mathematics or maths.
Math is an F
Well,
or a TH? What is that?
Oh, hold on a second. Sorry.
Oh, there she is. There she wrote it right. She wrote it. Rose wrote it right.
She wrote. What did she write?
But the math is supposed to be with an F, double F. It's hard. In it. How do you say it? In it.
Yeah, that's isn't it? And that is very much a common or an Essex accent, we would say. And yeah, very much synonymous with the county of Essex, northeast of London.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah, I could. We could go on forever. Here's a good one.
See, I could talk like that all the time if you want me to. So go on, give me another one. Yeah, carry on.
Okay. British people will be like,
I don't know what I'm talking about. Harry Potter. Oh, Harry Potter or Harry Potter. You can either have American, North American continent, Harry Potter, hairy ass Potter, or you can have Harry Potter. You like Harry Potter? Is he Harry Potter? Harry Potter.
That was on TV actually tonight. It was on TV tonight.
Am I right, Rose? And anyone else out there for that matter? Yes. You see, we could do the yeast kind of thing as well. So
yeast. What's that?
Right. That's kind of getting onto South Africa, isn't it? Right, really, when you think about it. Because we've had, the South African people, they kind of have an accent. It's almost like every time they're talking, you can imagine they're pointing their finger at you because they're telling you all the time, this is how it is. And that's right, whether it's Harry Potter or whether it's not Harry Potter.
So you're talking about there was an accent.
No, I'm saying that sort of the accent always implies to me, certainly, that they are talking to you. All right, they're not talking with you and they're not having a conversation, but very often they are putting it right there and being definitive, right? Like that. Goodness me.
That's very strange because I mean, South Africa was a Dutch colony, so they speak Dutch and they speak English.
Yes,
but they have an attitude of the continent, or what's the deal? What is that? What is it like a mix of like all three?
Well, these days with the internet, everything's mixed up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's face it.
She's got a Harry Potter wand.
Was this a Harry Potter one? I got. Okay. Yes. Dear. She's definitely on the old keyboard right
now. That's a Harry without an H. Oh God.
Goodness
okay,
me.
Well,
but you see, I was just going to say, because of the internet as well. See, a lot of people have been educated fast, and what I mean by that is, again, I've said it before. This another thing that I will say again in the future, and it's nothing new, is that certainly because of the internet, people began to learn all sorts of things, particularly other types of English other than that spoken in the North American continent. More. People
are used to movies that are made in California, so you got to.
As I've said before, exactly. That's the point I was coming to, which is that most of the world didn't know anything other than USA English because of Hollywood and movies traveling around the world, for many, many, many years and a few decades. Whereas once the internet's happened and come along, now on a daily basis, people are interacting with people from all sorts of areas and regions on the planet. Sure. So, before there were certain things, mate, that, you might not have said g'day, mate, and all that people weren't aware of in certain places. Maybe like, I don't know, like,
from Canada,
Hungary,
what? They say A. Canadians, they go A, and they actually do. They actually say that.
Well, the reason I can tell if you're Canadian or from the USA in general is when people start telling me about themselves. It's always about. It's about
what?
I tell you about myself.
Okay.
About myself, but Canadians are always about. There's a very strange kind of inflection there. Yeah. Say strange, not in a negative way.
I think it's strange.
It's very Canadian. And the other one, of course, is fish and chips. Everyone will tell you that if you ask a Canadian fellow to say fish and chips, you can usually tell if they're Canadian or not.
Okay, we got to get going. I got to get going. And Rosemary actually has a wand from the movie. They say it about like about, a boot, a boot, a boot,
A boot.
a boot.
Who does?
It's a boot time. I have to go to bed.
I think she's talking about the Canadians, possibly. And
yeah, I think so too.
A boot. You're absolutely right there. Yes, there you go.
Right.
Thank you very much for joining me. Whoever's been watching, particularly there, Rosemary, with her last handful of comments. That'll be Rose in the northwest of England, unless she's suddenly relocated, as I often say, because you never know. You never know. Just like we don't know really how she's doing.
Well, hopefully we'll see you next week.
That she's wrapping presents, and I hope you're feeling much better now, and going to have a good rest of your Friday, which it is as I speak. Of course, people watching the replay, it could be Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. In July 1 year. Thank you so much for watching, Jimmy. You have a safe week and certainly enjoy your weekend. But also, more importantly, we all wish you the best when it comes to this little procedure that you're going to be going under this time next week.
I'll let you in on it.
Sure.
I still live in Halifax.
Yeah,
Halifax, where? Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, exactly.
Canada.
Precisely. But as we were talking about the northwest of England, then yeah. She's up in Halifax, northwest of England, which is close to Leeds, actually. It's west of Leeds. Thanks very much. You'll keep chatting, even though we're going now. But to everyone,
see ya.
Good night. Don't forget to share, like, and follow. Please do. Thank you to Jimmy. And yeah, it's pretty much a wrap. I've got to find the right buttons, Jimmy. You know, I'm going to find these right buttons, but I found them. Thanks very much to Jimmy in Japan. Thank you for watching over there. And until next time, this has been Martin Shine, Jimmy Heaven, Shinecast. Bye-bye for now.